Okay, we're going live. We are going to call the Sheriff's Department since Fresno PD is too busy or can't be bothered or whatever.
Sheriff Records Unit.
I'm sorry, Sheriff's?
This is the Sheriff Records Unit.
Oh, I didn't mean to call records. I need dispatch. Can you transfer me to dispatch or what's that number?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, 1 moment. Fresno County Sheriff Police.
Yes, I was assaulted. Uh, well, I called Fresno PD at 1:48, and I guess they're not going to come. So I want to document this. Fresno City employee witnessed the event and left the scene, and I need this
Okay,
documented.
hold on just 1 second for me, please.
Thank you.
Where exactly did this happen?
On Adeline Avenue, 900 block.
900 where now?
900 block of North Adeline Avenue.
Are you saying Adeline, Adoline?
That's correct.
Okay, you'll have to report that to Fresno PD.
I did report that to Fresno PD, and it's been well over an hour. They didn't say anything about
Okay, ma'am, you can
it
call
might be a
Fresno PD
while.
back and ask them for an ETA, but we cannot take the report over their heads.
A city employee witnessed it, refused to call 911, and then left the scene and wouldn't wait for the police because I knew they weren't going to come.
Fresno PD, ma'am.
I knew, ma'am,
Fresno addresses.
ma'am, I knew that Fresno PD was not going to come for me, which is why I tried to get the city employee to do it,
I'm not saying
but
that
they
they're
wouldn't.
not. I'm saying that you can call them for an ETA. We cannot take the report over them. It's not something that we can do legally. It's their responsibility.
Can you rattle their cage and ask them if can you do that for me? I'm an advocate. I am an advocate, ma'am. Ma'am, I am an advocate, and I speak out against Jerry Dyer, so they kind of don't like me. And and I believe that that is why.
Our agency, I would not take note of that. I need you to call Fresno PD and speak to a supervisor if you are not happy with the results, but it needs to go to Fresno PD.
Okay, I am live streaming this, so everyone is hearing that I'm an advocate. I'm having issues,
I'm telling you
and the
exactly
Fresno Sheriff's Department
Fresno PD
won't call over there and check. Fresno.
I can no longer understand what you're saying. You're
Fres.
pulling your phone away from you, and you're coming over muffled. I can't.
No, I'm holding the phone right close to me.
Okay, so call Fresno PD and ask them for an ETA. If they do not have a call for service, you can speak to their supervisor. I'm gonna disconnect.
You're gonna hang up. Oh yeah, she did. She did hang up. She did hang up. Well, we're not calling the 621-7000 number. No, we're not. We are calling City Attorney's Office.
Fresno City Attorney's Office, how can I help you?
Is this Stephanie?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Stephanie. This is Lynn Owens at Adeline Avenue, and I'm still waiting for the Fresno Police Department to arrive. And
okay.
Did you ever get a hold of Michael?
I personally was not able to get a hold of him. However, I did speak with the code secretary, and they said they would give him the message.
Well, he did not come back by here. Because if I would have had him call. Do I need to call the police department back to see if they're coming or not? Or can you do that?
I'm not.
They have my
Unfortunately, ma'am,
phone
I
number,
cannot.
ma'am. Ma'am, they have my phone number. They have not called me back to say anything. The next door neighbor that assaulted me uh, got in his car and left about a half an hour after I called the police, and now he's not there.
I do apologize.
So I know, but now I called the city attorney's office because I am an advocate, and because a member of the city attorney's office was present during this assault, and I would like to know if anybody is going to document it.
Give me one moment, Miss Owens. One moment. Okay, I have to see it. Wait.
Or you guys just want me to go online and document it myself? Well, I can't because I don't have his name.
Um, and that's all I can do, ma'am. I do apologize.
It's all you can do is what?
I did send Mr. Michael Carbajal.
And now I'm asking you guys to please check to see, because I am an advocate, because the last time the police were called when there was actual problem happening, they did not show up. They came Saturday when there was no problem. They came Saturday to tell me to get my drill and put the fence up. But now that I've been assaulted, they won't come. Is that? Can you check to see if I'm correct in this assumption?
Unfortunately, ma'am, that's with the police department. That's not with us. I do apologize. Give me one moment, ma'am.
Are they exceptionally busy right now?
One moment, ma'am, please.
Welcome to City of Fresno. Your call is important to us, so please hold just a little longer. One of our representatives will be right with you.
I was headed down to I was headed to City Hall. I was getting ready to go and pick up the police report from Saturday, the Saturday bullshit. And so now, but instead, I've got the code enforcement coming to my door telling me they're going to tow my RV away. Uh,
City of Fresno. Thanks for holding.
and so I go next door and get assaulted. So if the city of Fresno hadn't been here trying to, get compliance without having to, verify this damn property line, um, none of this would have happened. There would be no assault. And just for the record, the phone was cracked when Wonder Boy slapped it out of my hand. And it's not even my phone, it was my neighbor's, because I'm using my phone to go live. I mean, my neighbor's, my roommate's phone, which he just got, is now cracked. His Obama phone. But, the cops don't give a shit about that. They trash Obama phones all the time. Huh. Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be an Obama phone. They will trash your phone. Especially if you've got a recording on it.
Tony, can I help you?
This is who?
Tony.
Tony? Did she transfer me to dispatch? Is that what she did?
No, this is Tony. I'm with code enforcement. So, you were calling regarding the incident with Mr. Carbajal this morning?
Well, Mr. Caldwell witnessed the assault, and he refused to report it for me because I'm an advocate and I have a hard time getting the cops to come out here. But the neighbors don't seem to have any problem getting, and when they call, the police come running, because they came Saturday and they came for them the last time they called. Oh, no, no. They came because she called them on Saturday. For me to put up the fence that I took down to put my post in to comply with code, to comply with you guys.
Right.
And now Carbal is telling me that I need to get a surveyor. And I think that why wouldn't I go off the last official document and that concerns the property line, and that would be the permit for that fence. Right? Don't they have to mark the property line when they're putting up fences on property lines?
I wouldn't know that.
Well, you're code enforcement. You're code enforcement. Don't you?
Right. That would be a planning question if it has to do with the surveyor.
Well, I mean, okay, but if a property owner goes, I mean, you should, I would assume, be a little bit familiar with, what happens. If you see that illegal fence, which that's what I'm saying, to code enforcement, this fence is 5 foot. It's over 3 feet. Is it permitted? Can I see the permit? But code enforcement doesn't want nothing to do with that. So I decide, okay, well, I'll go the other route. What if I want to put up a fence? What happens? And there is no fence on, I'm not replacing a fence that's already there. I'm not going off an existing fence and just continuing it. I am putting a whole new fence. And that is the case on the boundary between her property and my property. So would those planners you know, question that property line and make her get a surveyor or anything like that? I mean, code enforcement should know that, right?
They they would not know anything
Well,
about the surveyor line or where the property line is.
but do you understand the logic, my logic of where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I understand.
Because Michael today, Michael today said that that would seem logical to him that they would that if the permit when they applied for the permit they would have required a survey to avoid issues like this, to avoid exactly these problems. So for him to tell me to get a surveyor and for me to do this shit or he's gonna tow my RV is a bunch that's just tyranny.
Right. What I could do is I could take your number and then I could have your supervisor maybe give you a call and then you can ask them the questions.
Well, can I'm asking you just like I asked Michael for official FOIA request, yes or no, there is a permit for that fence. Yes or no, they went through the proper channels.
Our office wouldn't know if there's a permit
I
for the
know, but
fence.
it's a department within the city of Fresno. You certainly have relations with that department.
FOIA request. You can do a
You
FOIA
can take
request.
a, yes, ma'am, you are legally required to take a FOIA request. Oh my God. As a government employee, you are legally required to take a FOIA request. Please check with
So
the
do you
city.
want to put something in writing and
Please,
then
no, I don't have to. I can do it verbally, ma'am. I can do it verbally. I
what
can
is the
do it
FOIA request that you're
verbally.
asking?
You need to check the law, Tony, please. And please call me back and let me know
What
what is
is it?
going on. Are the police going to meet your code enforcement officer back here and take this report of the crime that he witnessed or not? I am live streaming right now.
Are you asking about the FOIA request or are you asking about the incident from this morning? Because if you're requesting a FOIA request, you need
Both,
to tell me
both.
what
I am
you
asking
want me to.
about both, ma'am, because I don't know what to do anymore. I am so frustrated. The police will not now come out and take the report. It's been well over an hour. I called them at 1:48. What time is it? They have my phone number. They have not called and said anything about them having, some super serious calls to handle because I know this is not a top priority call. But, if they are coming, I will wait for them. If they are not coming, I will go about my business. But I would like to know if your officers have contacted your code enforcement officer to meet up and take this crime report because I was physically assaulted. Your code enforcement office witnessed it. And not only now was there assault on my person by slapping this phone out of my hand, the phone is cracked as well. So now there's property damage as well to a third party because this phone belongs to my neighbor. So are we going to, is Fresno going to come out and document this crime or not?
Code enforcement's not going to come out to document the
Code
crime. We're going to
enforcement
document
witnessed it.
this.
Witnessed it.
I understand that, but you
So
just want
is
to speak
so
about it.
does is he going
Let me
to
take your
is
let me
the
take your phone
officer
number and I'll have a
is
supervisor call you back. What is your phone number?
a what supervisor of code enforcement or
Fresno PD.
PD?
Yes.
Well,
I'm not in charge of PD, so
I
you
know,
just
but
put.
you communicate with them. You can ask them questions. You can ask them questions about your employee being a witness to this crime. And if That's what I'm asking you to please do for me right now, because I am freaking out and I don't know what to do anymore.
Okay, let me have your phone number and I'll find somebody that has more information for you.
I gave my phone number, I'm live streaming. I gave my phone number to Stephanie in your office earlier. Romy Morgan is very familiar with who I am and has my phone number. I gave it also to dispatch, police dispatch. They have my phone number. So please get it from them.
Okay, I
And
will do
please
that.
call
I'll
me back.
see if somebody.
And I'm going to be live streaming until then. I guess she hung up. I don't know. I don't know, people. Oh man, it's not my phone and I'm... Okay, that ended. All right. Okay. Here's your phone. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys out here. Here you can look at the leaves and the trees. Oops, what did I do? Okay. Oh. Oh, here we are. Waiting for City of Fresno to call back. Full hour and a half. Hey! I just stole my water bottle. Look at him. Look at him. Oh shit. Silly boy. That silly boy. Okay. We gotta get this off of me. I don't like it recording me. Okay, there we go. Shit. Alright, there we go. Hey, give me that water bottle. Give me my water. Oh! Well, I guess you can have that. I guess you can have that. Maybe we'll turn your mud puddle on, huh? Give some people something to watch besides me. Stop. Alright. Turn the hose on. Let the dog play in the mud puddle. People, we have got to take our damn country back. The government is way way out of control. They are lying to us constantly, constantly lying to us. I mean, after the COVID bullshit, all the COVID lies that we were subjected to, then this biolab in Reedley, you know, that could have been an international freaking disaster, or at least a disaster for this community. And they want us to believe that everything is safe, that that they handled everything above board and professionally and all of that. And transparency and accountability, and that is just not what happens at all. The government's first instinct, always foremost, first and foremost, is cover it up. Cover it up, blame someone else, blame the citizen. The government is never does anything wrong, never makes a mistake. Pesky citizen, comply, comply, comply. Comply. What is, this is affecting their matrix, right? Their response times, or how will they cover that up? How will they fudge those records to make so that this won't ding their response times? Huh? Just like I would like to know how they covered up the missing $600,000. It happened twice, totaling over $600,000. But so they had to hide two very large transactions from the public. How was that done? That was never explained to us, Jerry Dyer. You kept it from us because the FBI wanted you to do that. Well, how exactly did the city of Fresno hide this from the public? You've already admitted, Jerry Dyer, that you agreed to hide it from the public for the sake of this investigation. But, for how long? What kind of pushback, if any, did Jerry Dyer give to the FBI in his new role as mayor? Or did he just comply with his buddies? Oh, did he just comply with his buddies? Look at my water dog. We are going to the damn river. And we have figured out how to circumvent code enforcement people, because I believe this is perfectly legal, and I will be able to do this with not much of an issue, is to swap the RV, put the RV behind the gate, and take the trailer, so that way the RV will be behind the gate and they can't tow it away, and I will be off to the river. But it also means that, the trailer, when I come back, cannot fit behind the gate. Both of my toys can't fit behind the gate. So I can just swap them, and you guys can just, have the trailer case, and then the RV case, and the trailer case, and the RV case. How's that? Because I am not going to bow down to the fucking city of Fresno. No, not after fucking Jordan Wamhoff stole my phone. And nothing was done. In fact, he gets elected Madera County Supervisor when he should have been fired. He should be on a Brady list. Oh, but public integrity, they don't care. Lisa Smitkamp's public integrity unit doesn't care one freaking bit. And it is just a crime that this poor doggy ain't at the river. Because we can tell he is a water dog. And which is, not my fault really, because the rivers have been closed. I could have took him to the lake though. I could have took him to the lake. But again, not till I get my, not till I get that RV behind the gate. Oh, they're back. He is back. The guy that assaulted me is back, guys. So anyway, the letter that, the nasty letter where the code enforcement people decided that forget the fence, we'll just tow your RV. You can't, you won't be able to retrieve it and it will be destroyed. With the homeless crisis, they wouldn't take it and let homeless people live in it. That doesn't make no sense to me whatsoever. If the city takes this RV, it should be repurposed for a homeless person to live in. So there's a guy that assaulted me. And the phone is broken. The phone is cracked. The phone is cracked. The phone is cracked. Who trespassed? Nobody ever trespassed, but you never told me. Never told me not to. He told me to leave, and I turned around and left.
I talked to code enforcement and
When?
I'm ready to report on you.
When?
Trespassing. Today. At 3:05. I got his phone in my hand. You talked about it. I don't know why it's funny, man. You're going to be trespassed.
Was I ever told not to go on your
You
property?
can't legally walk onto people's property. Like
You can walk up and knock on someone's
no.
door.
What if you're leaving, you
Oh,
refuse?
please. I didn't refuse.
And then you
I
lunge
did.
with
Oh,
your
did.
phone? That's not.
Oh, lunge with my phone. That's
what
funny.
the officer said he was here.
Oh, that is so
That's
funny.
what he said.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, he's not kidding. He filled a report. He put that in a report that he repeated multiple times to not cross. You ignored him.
No, yeah, he told me I don't
So
advise
then
you to do that.
So then you did it and you trespassed. So that's already out there. The police have been
Oh,
notified.
okay, he told me to
So code
no.
enforcement-
So he told me to deal with my neighbors, that we have to work this out.
And he
So
said-
how do we work it out?
Like we could
How?
Like we're talking here.
No, he
but
told
you-
me that they don't want to talk
but
to
you-
me.
And so that's that. That's that.
So how do you resolve anything if you don't
seem
talk?
To have no problems talking across the fence normally like you are now, but you trespassed and came onto the property, and that's not okay.
Because he was here and I said, let's all three talk
Okay,
about
but
it.
he told you to
And
stop.
he refused to go knock on your door.
Because he didn't want to involve.
He doesn't want involved.
but you
The
said
city
you did.
is the one
Okay. but
I
I'm just telling
forced
you,
my
I've
way.
explained the way it is already. What the report says on his end. What he told me he put on his document to talk to his manager.
I was never
About
told
your situation.
that I cannot knock
you're
on your
You're a
door.
grown woman. No one needs to tell you to not go on people's property. Come on, that's
To
obvious.
not, you are
That's
allowed
obvious.
to walk up to someone's
And
door.
then you're banging on a door.
I
yelling at
knocked
people.
on the door.
You've already proven with the history of being irate. So you're showing that you're.
Irate.
Yeah, you're doing it right now.
I am being irate.
Yes.
No, I am
Yes.
not being irate.
You're yelling at
I'm
people.
trying
You were
to.
yelling at
We're
the
having.
officer. He said to me that you were being irate, you're being vulgar, you're screaming at people. Because you do. You're yelling at me.
I was recording it.
Yeah, he did.
I was
the
recording
officer said
it.
He recorded it too.
Oh, good. That's
'Cause he said
good.
he saw the
Because
whole
it
thing
will be evidence of
Of
the
you
assault.
Yeah, of you
Of the
trespassing.
assault.
It's trespassing.
You have to be trespassed first.
If you turn around and
You
leave
have
with
to
the
be
phone-
trespassed first.
No, that's not the way it works.
No, he had a pipe in his hand.
Because someone's kicking the door. What do you expect?
No one was kicking the door. I knocked with
No,
my
but
knuckles.
People are hitting on the door.
I say I was trespassing doesn't give that guy a right to put his hands on me.
If you're trespassing,
Does not give that. No, it does not.
He broke my phone.
yeah, because she came at him with the phone.
No, I did. You didn't see that. You weren't here to knock on the door to try to resolve this issue.
So the officer who was here said,
He ain't no officer.
Yeah, he's a city employee.
said that she trespassed for saying to not come over here. She
Hey,
did.
does he know the law?
Came on. That
He's not a cop. He doesn't know about trespassing. He's code enforcement.
over here, it was a bad move. It was a bad move.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't do anything wrong. I knocked on the door.
Saying trespassing, sir.
So yes, you gotta have it in writing.
No, you can't.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have to have it in writing.
You got no
I have to be notified of trespass.
You are aware that there's been so many problems built up.
So, have you ever officially trespassed me? Have you ever officially trespassed me?
People right next to the time too.
Yeah, so that's one of those situations where you're aware of the hostile situation that's been caused there, and now she's showing up and banging on someone's door yelling.
No, I didn't bang on the door yelling.
Because of the way things are going now, it's not going to work out. And this is why things would just calm down, the vulgarity would stop. Things could move forward in a better way, but that's not being allowed. And that's the issue.
We need the permit for this fence
You
to
absolutely do.
define the property
You
line.
should go pay the person to define it. You're absolutely right.
No, you guys need to get. Where's your permit? Where is your permit for your fence that you put up?
Well, then we'll handle the trespassing, and then we'll get to that.
No, because this is what started it all.
Sorry this is happening.
This is what started it all.
But this is what's really rallying things up here. And you seem to be a calm person. This isn't what's being dealt with. That's why the code enforcement and the police and everyone else are focused in because of the energy coming off this situation. If things were just calm, things could work in a better way. None of this would have happened.
Well, you know what?
I think you understand.
The police told me that she doesn't want to talk to
I'm sorry
me.
you're going through this, man.
She doesn't want to talk to me. That's what they told me.
Who would want
The
to?
police.
You're screaming. You're not being someone we could talk to.
Until this fence went up, we had no problems. We could talk to each other. We could talk to each other like normal people.
So I think at this point, there's obviously
But,
no ability to
when
communicate
you
in
guys-
a rational way, though.
So how do we solve this? How do we solve
may have to
this?
do some kind of litigation because it's not going to be calm. Obviously, we
I
can't
can
speak-
be calm.
You've proven you otherwise. And
Have I ever got physically, like he has, physically aggressive? Hell no. Have I ever touched anybody? I unscrewed some fence. I didn't damage
you didn't
anything.
knock down the fence, it's-
I unscrewed a fence. That's not knocking it down. That's not knocking it down. How come you guys haven't put it up yet?
because you broke it.
It's not broken. Where is it broken? Please show me. Where unscrewing this fence broke it. And why haven't you put it back up? I'm not supposed to touch it, right?
Man, this is not. Well, you're not doing well here.
How come the big strong son that's over here protecting mom has not put the fence back up? Why are the cops at my house Saturday telling me to get my drill and come outside and get my drill?
Fix it. You fix it.
I didn't break it. I gave you guys the screws back. You said you were putting it up.
I guess the word would be dismantle.
Because maybe you don't own a drill, maybe? Maybe you don't own a drill.
Or maybe we just need to have it the way you left it so we can show people what's happening.
Well, then why is she calling me, calling the cops, and the cops are running over here to screw a fence back together?
You understand what's happening? Why the cops and all these things are being included, but just based off the way you're acting? You don't
Oh, no, I
understand what's
don't. I don't understand at all.
happening? Sorry, I mean, at this point, I don't know how.
I don't understand at all.
That's reality, man.
Know if this guy is lying and crap. But as far as I know, I was never trespassed from their property next door. The city worker saw me knock on the door and say, "Can you come out and talk to us about this? Code enforcement. Can we talk about this?" And he opened the door with a pipe in his hand, told me to leave. And as I'm walking, away and trying to, film him, yes, behind me, because he's got a pipe in his hand and he's angry. Apparently, whoever this guy is, says that, which all this is hearsay. This guy's telling me that the city code enforcement guy said I lunged at him with my phone, which is why he swiped the phone out of my hand. So, oh, that's justified then? No, I don't think so. But this ties back to a case to the Miguel Arias mess, doesn't it? Because Lisa Smickamp did not prosecute Miguel Arias's battery charges because she said something about they couldn't prove if they were trespassing or not. Which, how does the district attorney not know and not be able to prove a trespass? They have even been either been previously trespassed before, and it's on record, or they were not. So they could be officially trespassed, which is not a crime. It's just saying don't come back on this property. And then when you do, then a crime has been committed. But so Miguel Arias committed battery on those people before they were ever officially trespassed. So, Lisa Smithcamp's an idiot. If she, is saying 2 months after the fact that they didn't know, they couldn't verify that the security is crap at that place, and any number of people could have let them in. The gate could have been propped open. No, that was never clarified for the public. Just vague bullshit, and reporters that don't ask questions, reporters that now like reporters that now currently work for the city of Fresno, Santoya Rose and the Brianna V something that was Fresno B, I believe. Like there's not enough skilled workers out there that city of Fresno has to steal from the journalistic community, from the local journalists to I don't know, bribe them, silence them. But they obviously have a very, very cozy relationship. And it's pretty disgusting, if you ask me. And plenty of people are getting fed up. You people should go check out Advocate TV. Advocate TV, his name is Isaiah, and they did the same thing to him. Said that he was incompetent to stand trial because he's trying to expose their criminal bullshit, and the attorneys are all complicit, or else they're afraid. They don't want to, get themselves blackballed, or get that where they are not playing ball. They don't need the DA to be an enemy, so they don't do anything that would piss off the DA, like get one of her cops put on a Brady list, and open up 2 years worth of cases. Jordan Wamhoff stole my phone. The body cam video is very, very obvious that Fresno PD took my phone and intended to take my phone and knew that I was not getting my phone back when they took it. And any lawyer that watches those tapes, which are 3 of them did, Dan Mosley, Joy Rodriguez, and Tiffany Pack all claim to have watched all of the video. Well, Tiffany Pack didn't claim to have watched all of it. She said she was watching it right now with body cam Axon data, but refused to give it to me. Tiffany Pack told me that the what I had was good enough. So I couldn't compare their timestamps with the police reports, and it all looks fishy. Plus, they were 2 officers that were never even there. I mean, the 2 officers that were first there, Officer 1, Officer 2, are mentioned nowhere in any of it. Nor my dog, nor the person I was there to see, nor the 2 other employees I spoke with, nor a single witness that customer that complained about me. None of that was done. No CCTV video was preserved. No CCTV video was provided by the victim, Goldstein's. How, that is red flag after red flag after red flag. Why would the DA insist on prosecuting that case? Because if they dismiss it, then they're saying, yeah, the cops didn't have enough, or they didn't do enough after the fact for this to stick. And they can't do that. They can't make their cash cows look bad. So they figure, they've got it worked out where they will get you deemed incompetent to stand trial. Your own defense attorney will do it. Dan Mosley threatened to do it to me. Isaac had an attorney that he fired. And this attorney suspended the whole case by expressing some kind of doubt that I bet Isaac doesn't even know what that doubt is, which I do not know the doubt Tiffany Pack expressed to that judge. But the case was still suspended and then dismissed to where the officers do not have to